Yeah. Come on.
Good evening, everyone. We are live yet again, another week. I think we didn't stream the week before, but I'm joined as always by Vicky. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, cool. Your audio's working. I wasn't actually sure it was gonna. Whew.
Woo,
That is a
load
that
off
is
of
a
your
relief.
shoulders,
Yeah.
isn't it?
We kind of put things together last minute every time,
Yeah.
but you'd never guess it by how great our streams are.
Never.
Never.
It's just part of the charm, I suppose.
It's not ever why we're always late. Let's see. We have some people in the chat. We have Art Bell live in 80 minutes. No, we're live now, motherfucker. Get in here. Iggy Mars says, "You two are late again." Yeah.
I think a whole minute this time. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty on time for us.
Yeah.
Vicky saying, "Good evening."
Of course I did.
Chronomorg says hi. Iggy Mars says, "I should fire the both of you. But then again, who else would do as good of a job tracking the insane infection these CG vermin bring upon the indie comics scene?" I didn't know I worked for you.
I didn't either. I thought I worked for Marvel.
Let's see. Larry Romano says, "What do you want, Dean?" Your love and attention, Larry. Your love and attention. Hargrave asks, says, Risey doesn't like the music. He demands Netflix with anime girls moving back and forth. Okay.
You could make us one.
Yeah, that's true. This continues to remain the worst YouTube stream countdown intro.
Thank you so much. I keep saying that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like that it bothers people. You know, the video, though, is pretty good. Like, the actual visual. The music's also great. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Aljamil3 says, "Hello, hello."
Why, hello, Algema 3.
Morg says, "I want to see Dancin' Tiptoein' John." Oh. Well, I could do that for you. There he goes. Now watch him tiptoe.
I like when he moonwalks.
Spacewalks, yeah. There it is, guys. I do these things for you because you
We do
asked
have a
for
new
it.
one this week, too.
Do we?
The Anna one I gave you.
Oh, I didn't add that in. I will by the end of the stream. I got you. But today we are going to be talking about none other than Mandy. Yeah.
Man, stop that shit.
Mandy, that's actually Peter Gilmore and Mandy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you see the little pencil? See that pencil in his hand? Yep, that's...
Ouch.
Yeah. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It is kind of fucked
It's a little
up.
fucked up. Sorry, I'm just horse-facing around. Guys. But yeah, no, we have a wonderful show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about Mandy Summers. She recently did a stream. I think going after...
I would call it a seethe stream.
It was a bit of a...
So
well, it was a addressing the situation stream, Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you. But before that, Matthew Fowler got kicked out of Comicsgate last week.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Funny enough for the Mandy stuff. So let's just take a listen.
All right.
J Obama fan says this sounds like war campaign horse shit against Mandy. I don't know.
Turn up a little.
Is war campaign involved in this?
A war campaign is always involved.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Lesson learned in Comicsgate is don't be good at comics. It's steal IPs and sexually blackmail creators up the food chain until you're at a fucking
All right. Now, somebody just said to me before this that nothing that Matthew Fowler said was bullshit and everything he said was right.
Well, that was a general broad statement there.
Thanks,
Okay.
Shane.
There's nobody
Oh,
sexually blackmailing anybody up the food chain.
Mandy worked her ass off from what I saw with my own eyes, you know, to get where she's at.
It's
And by
about
the way-
sexual
Wait, just a
blackmail
second. Just
and
a second.
fucking
I got
working
your
the
dick
fucking
pics,
system.
Patty.
Can we all remember who that is?
Who?
Sheila. Like,
Yes.
is she?
Oh,
is
oh.
Sheila's idea of a woman working her ass off is quite a bit different than the rest of us. Just saying. Sorry.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair, Vicky.
And
What?
it's not about comic books, so I have no love for it. And to watch the fucking IP theft happen this week, blatantly fucking exposed, and to watch everybody turn around and not even check a motherfucker on it.
By the way, Andrea, go ahead and check all my devices. And I'm afraid.
In trouble.
It's disappointing. I'm very
Well, when did
sad.
that become a
I-
thing?
This is weird, guys. This is what they think is going on.
Yeah.
Quite the theory.
This is not what's going on. There is 0% of this going on. Nobody is sexually. If somebody is sexually blackmailing anyone, I do not know about it. It is not a thing that is happening. It is not a thing that is going on that I am aware of. If anybody knows for a fact that this is happening right now, please let me know. I'd be interested.
I don't know.
Rhino says, here we go.
I'm disappointed in Yanzi for not calling it out. I'm disappointed in fucking Bancroft for not calling it out. I'm disappointed in any Vanessa, all those people. Like, they should be like showing the pictures that Vicky and them on. But y'all hate Vicky, so you don't want the message coming from her.
Wait, Ethan gives his hose. Wait, hold on a second here. Ethan gives his side hose. I lost it already, but it made me laugh anyway. Sorry.
It's like, dude, just look at it. When you look at the two characters with your eyes of a human being, you can see they're the exact same fucking shape.
Now, how did that happen,
What?
Mandy? Because it is true that when you look at this jailbait character and then you look at Gemshock, they do look like alike, right? So what happened there?
Dale drew me. That's that shape is from a picture of me on my Instagram
But that's not
in my
where.
bikini.
But that was before, right? But somebody else designed Gemshock, like Dale.
Oh yeah, no. Well, okay. So Dale did the original, like just like a bust, like the face, and then Mark Yoon came in and actually did the rest of it when I sent it over to him because he was originally going to be my artist. Was like, I mean, it's been 3 years. Am I seriously? Are people supposed to really think that for the past 3 years I have been collecting news,
No
not
way.
paying artists?
I don't know about not paying artists, but definitely she does have some nudes.
When all of them are saying they've been paid, and that I'm black, like they wouldn't eventually just come out and somebody say enough of this shit. The bitch is blackmailing me.
You slum retards
Someone
are
kinda
out of your
did.
fucking minds. You
What'd you say?
Someone kind of did.
Yeah.
really think that that's going on around here? I mean, it really is stupid. I got all these people going, you got to listen to Matt Fowler. He's speaking the truth to power. He's speaking gibberish to Gibbons.
Yeah, but that was
Man, the active
was- come on, that's
stupidity and
just
active
fucking with
ignorance is fucking weird.
I think they
dog.
were. I think he was just getting.
Yeah, we're just fucking
And if
around.
Vicky said water's wet, y'all would like not believe that water's wet anymore.
I don't ever listen to Vicky.
like any
Not
message
part of my life.
that goes
No,
against
let him-
CG that they want defouled, they run it through a Vicky filter so it can instantly just
Can you pause it?
shit.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. The reason I don't know why he keeps bringing up Vicky. He's basically, if I had to decipher retard here, he's basically trying to say because Vicky said it, then it must not be true. Is what he's really trying to say. Which that's not really the case.
It's
No,
a
no.
Vicky way of thinking.
Yeah, I just
And I don't like people trying to do this type of generalization to prove a point. Like I mean, obviously he has issues. Like that's okay. But you know what? Go up to the creator you have issues with. Why go out here and do some shit kicking stream like this?
Literal zero self-awareness.
No
Get
self-awareness.
information, right? Because she hounds them all and pulls their pigtails all day, right? But if she says something true every once in a while, that thing she says is true is true. Is Zach not a freak who fucking is in some gangbang shit that we just swept under the rug and didn't laugh at or whatever? I mean, what's up with
Yeah, there
that?
was some weird
Founder
shit.
of the movie.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do about that, dude? Good. I would not like to be in a video like that and under those circumstances, but it was 2014. It was before Comicsgate even happened. It already happened. It's not happening currently as far as I know. So what are we supposed to do? Just
Even if it
self-immolate?
was, it's nobody's business, you know? That's
Yeah,
just,
it was 2014 between consenting adults. Who gives a shit?
yeah, who cares? If he was doing it yesterday, like, that's his business.
More self-awareness.
Yeah, that's coming from Sheila Aliens, the same person who, like, by the way, like, I don't have a problem that she did this, but that seems like such a different stance from when she, you know, put out all of Preston Poulter's porno shit.
Yeah.
Which I don't
When
care
Jim-
that she
when-
did, you know, but now her stance is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sheila.
Clone of Paw Patrol looks like my gay cat
God.
comic. Let's
Yeah, but that
attack.
was- we're
Let's
just
attack
fucking with them.
Disney. Disney's big and evil. Then Mandy has a direct ripoff of this
I don't understand. These two things are not connected, Matthew Fowler. All right, here we go.
I don't know if they can handle it.
company Tidal Wave's fucking comic book where Clint Helinski used to work for the company on the title of said violation, and it's a nothing burger. Fuck that shit.
Okay, I was
Talk
watching that
about
one,
truth,
too.
you're called Vicky campaign or war campaign or any of these other derogatory terms. It's like, don't call truth something else. Like, don't name truth Vicky.
What do you call bullshit?
That's what that is. Clint had absolutely nothing to do with anything with Gymshark except
I did a great
later
cover.
on he offered, "Hey Mandy, let me do a variant cover for you." And I was like, "Cool, yeah, do it up." That's the beginning and end to Clint's connection to Gymshark. Is he did a variant cover for me. That was it. That's it.
But
No,
that's
well,
not-
I mean, he said months. I was out
He stressed out
watching a
about it.
stream, like, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and he had said at that point that he's lost his love for comics, and at what point do you quit? And, you know, he's just fed up with it. He can't get anywhere. He can't make money and stuff like that. So he's basically just anti-CG now, acting like he's not.
Oh.
Right.
Hmm.
It's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it's probably
All
pretty
right.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just say real quick before we go any further with that. That last comment was complete and total bullshit on Mandy's part.
What was
Earlier in this stream, she had confused Matthew Fowler with Jojo Kun Comics, saying that he's supposed to be some sort of, you know, detective investigator, yada yada yada. And what she was talking about was Dojo Kun's being a what is it? He's a auditor, whatever,
mhm.
a fraud auditor, right? So she actually is confusing Matthew Fowler with Dojo Kun, who did do a video or stream where he was talking about how he's not making any money and he wants to, you know, is talking about thinking about quitting comics and everything else because he's not making money. Matthew Fowler has never said that.
Yeah.
But this stream of Ethan's had fucking everything. Literally everything. It was a clinic in how Comicsgate handles a narrative that they crafting a narrative based off of non-truth when faced with the truth, right?
Coarse faced with the
you-
truth. Coarse faced with the truth.
You had Ethan stopping the stream every time things got a little tough. Every time it got close to someone, you know, Matthew Fowler especially, about to lay down some truth, and Ethan would stop, make a wisecrack, or, you know, this doesn't have anything to do. How in the hell, people, does Shane crying for a week about how his IP got stolen from Disney and Mandy actually stealing an IP from Tidal Wave, how are they not alike? He said they were nothing alike. Really? Like, yeah, they're not alike in that people in Comicsgate don't want to talk about the Mandy thing. They're more than happy to cry about the Shane thing, but they don't want to talk about the Mandy thing.
Yeah.
Because this is shit that's been going on for years. They conflate stories. Mandy just flat out denies shit. She lies. You know, I mean, it was just an amazing piece of theater
Yeah.
if you
So,
watch the stream.
so Thomas says, notice how often Ethan says, I don't understand. This is a sign of having a below average IQ, is when you're constantly not understanding anything.
I think he says he doesn't understand. I'm not going to make a comment on his IQ, but I think he says he doesn't understand just so he can fob it off, and then, you know, because the I don't understand is always followed by an explanation.
I don't know. I think
Right.
Thomas is onto something.
He
I
may
don't
be.
think Ethan understands a lot,
Maybe.
to be fair.
And then it had the, you know, Matthew Fowler sitting there and saying every time Vicky says something and you guys don't like it, you just reject it because Vicky said it. And, you know, she, no, no, no. The only thing I reject is when she's wrong about me in my Starlight Cats book, which I'm not wrong about, by the way, because that bitch over at fucking Sony, which was something else before it was Sony, she had no idea about Starlight Cats.
Yeah.
They were DMing and emailing each other that shit. It doesn't matter if you copyrighted it first. You still have to prove that she knew anything about it,
Which
right?
clearly,
Clearly you
nobody
can't.
knows shit about. Like Shane Davis, he's fucking money, guys.
He is money.
He's fucking
If
money.
you don't know, if you do not know, he's money.
He's fucking
And
money.
everybody wants a piece of Shane fucking Davis because, you know,
Because he's fucking
everything
money.
he does is money.
Yeah. But
So
nobody
they're
knows who Shane Davis is. Like, whenever somebody talks about, you know, the greats in comics, Shane Davis is definitely the first person mentioned. For
Always.
sure, Shane. For sure.
For sure.
Totally. All right.
You know, so of course you had just flat out lies about Matthew, who probably Ethan will never forgive him for calling him out about the Liam stuff, which we covered. We EFAP that stream or parts of it, where he was on Finn's stream and just going off about John, and Ethan still going, you know, EFAPing Liam after he got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's that they can't, Matthew Fowler has pissed Ethan off. He pissed off Shane with his review of Inglorious Rex. He's pissed off Mandy now.
Like,
and now
twice.
they kick him out of twice. Now they kick him out of Comicsgate.
Yeah. But I thought they couldn't kick people out of Comicsgate, according to
I was told
Ethan.
you couldn't kick people out of Comicsgate, but apparently, you know, you can declare them anti-CG without any sort of reason.
Yeah.
Or any good reason. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess not towing the company line is one.
Yeah.
You know. But if you didn't see Shane's freak out stream over me and Fowler, it was before Ethan did this stream, and he had taken it down and then put it back up. He privated it and then unprivated it. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
I agree.
It was hilarious.
So, let's see. Robert Willing, good to see you in the chat, man.
Hey,
says, hey all, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The moment they chose to simp for Mandy's low quality product before art changed. Despite better products were rejected is when CG gave up morals. I think long before that.
Well, no, he is kind of right because that actually happened very early in Ethan Van Sciver's Comicsgate, right? He was on Kiwi Farms when Mort the Wizard first showed up, called it fucking garbage, and then 2 days later was walking that back because she was War Campaign.
Yeah, speaking of walking that back, there's our little John. Little John Tiptoe Delarose.
Oh, that's so excellent.
There he goes again. Sorry. And Peter Gilmore comes in riding on Mandy Summers. All right. Sorry about that.
But then you also, you all, every time somebody criticizes, they're a Vicky simp or Vicky campaign, and then you got Sheila. See, it's just Vicky thinking. Like, that woman hates me so bad, she'll accuse me of just about anything. She and Shane were talking about how I'm the one taking all these campaigns down. She's like, she's just flagging all these campaigns. Shane goes, yeah, I think she may have had something to do with the problems I'm having with mine. Like what? I got a job at Indiegogo in their trust and safety department.
Like you're either homeless or you've got a job at Indie. Yeah.
Yeah. For some old homeless bitch, I sure do have a lot of fucking power. And let's be real. If I was trying to, just a couple of things here. If I was trying to take campaigns down, I wouldn't be talking about them. I wouldn't be telling you people how you're fucking shit up. I would just quietly go ahead, report shit to Indiegogo, and never say a word. And if I wanted to get you, I could have gotten you.
Fair.
And not just Indiegogo.
Fair enough.
Right? I've been put on mailing lists. I've been put on MailChimp mailing lists through Indiegogo signups, which is a violation of Indiegogo's terms of service and a violation of MailChimp's terms of service. Like, if I wanted to fuck you guys up, I'd make a big old stink with both those companies, and I haven't done shit.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
It's stupid. Like, I don't care if you're on Indiegogo. You know what? You're being on Indiegogo and then making asses of yourselves by not being able to play by their rules and getting fucked by Indiegogo makes me happy and I enjoy watching it. Why would I give that up? Why would I give up a form of entertainment?
That's true. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Now we have Vicky was brave for clipping this one. She watched a Dark Gift stream, guys.
God.
Yeah.
Worse, I had to edit fucking Mandy talking.
Vicky,
you know how hard it is to find music that you can put behind Mandy?
I dislike Vicky, but apparently she dislikes herself even more. Because I wouldn't have even told her that she has to go clip a Dark Gift stream. So that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
So here's when it comes to like everybody's like he's not CG anymore, and I think I've been like one of the last ones to be like he's totally CG. You know, even me and Jay Dollar argued about this.
Fowler has always talked shit about CG. He always talks shit about CG. Every stream he's on, he talks shit about CG. That's just what Fowler does. He's done it since the fucking week he showed up in Discord. I forget what even what was it? War Campaigns Discord did he showed up, or I forget. And then he started showing up on channels, and now we have the same Fowler we had since he showed up. He's literally the same dude.
Yeah, he's the same dude.
Fowler's my friend, so
yep.
I'll just put that out.
Fowler. That's my homie too. And
I don't know. I thought so too, but then he unfollowed me. Yeah, that was it. I was just like, why are you lying? Why are you lying, bro? Like, what did I do? And then of course he's starting in with the Dark Grift thing also too, and it's like all of a sudden, Yeah, all of a sudden I'm Dark Rift, and you're gonna lie about me, and then you're gonna unfollow me. It's like, what the fuck did I do?
Did that just all happen? Because I wasn't paying. Yeah, that happened during the stream or after the stream or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, because if I was quiet that whole time, I was just like, I wasn't like, I was just like, well, I don't know what the fuck.
No, I'm not blaming. Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Like,
I was
stay
gonna
out of this shit. He's airing it. He has to let him get off his chest, and
I was gonna
and he
tweet
was
something
fine
about
after
it.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna tweet
Yeah,
something
but
about
people
it.
are going to react afterwards. Sorry, Anthony, but people are going to react afterwards because he acted like a fucking retard again, and he's done it many times already.
he's done it,
But
yeah,
this
just-
time he
he
got
just-
heard because Ethan was in the chat at the time.
Yeah, but
so
well,
one of the
that's
many
why.
times- I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, that's why I was like I said, I was gonna tweet something about it. Like, yeah, what the, like, yeah, what, why the fuck is Fowler like lying about me on Finatra's stream? But then I was like, then people are gonna think I have a beef with Finatra, and you know how that shit snowballs. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna.
Finatra, I hate you.
He's saying
I
what
know the
people.
feeling,
He's
Brian.
saying what people are thinking. I don't know about all the other
That pisses
with
me
the
off,
Mandy
Brian.
shit or with you or any of that. But as far as the general,
Hey!
sentiment, I don't know about half of that shit he was talking, but
He says what he's thinking like every 2 months.
And I complimented Dean's
Right.
work earlier.
He's been saying it every 2 months for like 3
and
years.
maybe if he's not happy, that's sad to me because I don't want to
Well,
see him.
one
walk
of his
away.
biggest complaints, and one of the complaints that he always gives, and I think it's his fault because he only chills in the slums and he doesn't really do anything to
Right.
branch himself outside of that.
Right.
He always bitches. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make any more comic books. I'm not gonna." So it's like, yeah, bro, we hear you. You've been saying it for like 3 years now. And it's like, we're all the homies at the bar, and he's that motherfucker at the bar who always says the same thing. Like, he's always saying the same thing.
People, I don't know if he hangs around anti-CG, so to speak, but that's not good. After a while, that shit'll eat at you. That shit'll eat at your soul, man. You start becoming very
what are we
bitter
talking
about
about
shit.
again?
Dealing
I
with
got lost.
Fowler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if he's hanging around. I don't know, just like Dean and Vicky. You know what I mean?
Like, where's he at now? He's
Because
not
he'll
hanging out.
mention.
He's not.
Oh, Finatra, you poor stupid, fucking, not bed owning piece of shit. I'm not bitter. I just think you guys are funny.
He mentioned Vicky, and I'm like, that's the last thing you should have did there, buddy. What the fuck?
Hanging out
Right,
with
'cause
Vicky's weird. I don't know.
Nobody even brought it up, right? He was the first one to say it, and you guys want to say I'm Vicky campaign. I'm like, who's saying he's Vicky campaign? Why is he even bringing that up?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, the chat was all up, was doing it, and especially oh fuck, I forget the dude's name, but there was a guy in the chat who was just like was calling him a Vicky simp, and the chat kept calling him Vicky campaign and all of that stuff. Well, who was saying it? Well, Jesus fucking Christ, it was the chat. He was responding to them.
Well, Vicky, most of these guys can't read.
Oh, I fucking forgot.
Yeah, so you got to cut them some slack. The collective IQ on here is like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all over the vagina.
Aaron.
So
I don't really go back and watch them. I don't like listening to myself fucking talk like that.
he's always like one of the first times he ever yelled at me. I was
on the
Nacho
review stream.
and we weren't even talking about Vicky. Maybe it wasn't, and then he just started going on about like slob knobbing the shit out of Vicky, and it came out of nowhere. Like it was.
I think that was that
it was
bonus
like
juice
the Preston
song.
Poulter, like he just
Yeah.
completely deflected from whatever conversation we were having, and he started screaming and yelling at me about Vicky.
What's with the fake accent thing?
What fake accent?
Where the hell did that come from?
What fake accent?
It feels like
Oh, Mandy. And I was wondering,
Yeah.
like, people playing, they were like, oh, he's fucking Finach playing dumb. I wasn't playing dumb. I just wasn't fucking trying to talk about it, but he kept going. I'm like, yeah, he's talking about it.
I'll tell you what. If I didn't watch the EVS stream first, I wouldn't have known who he was talking about either until he started doing the "Hey y'all" thing.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Talking about this person, Mandy Summers.
The accent thing came from Kiwi Farms. Everybody's blaming fucking Fowler and me for it. I think her accent is exaggerated in that she exaggerates her nasal fry
Why
she's
would
on
you purposefully do that?
because she's a fucking idiot. And so that's what makes her accent come off funny online and why it changes sometimes. You know, she's really drunk. She kind of loses a lot of the nasal fry.
Yeah. I just don't understand why you would purposefully make your voice more atrocious, but
I don't know. But
yeah.
I was listening to those guys and like I had to cut out chunks where they just made no sense because they're all so fucking high, right? I mean, Dark Gift, this okay, so the big lie in that clip was Matthew Fowler saying that he's seen all of them in the chats of our stream, which is not an untruth, right?
Yeah, they've all
Fowler's been in our chat. Grift has been in our chat. Finatra's been in our chat. They
recently.
all watched.
All of
Recently,
them. Even Jay Dollar was like 3
was
streams
here a
ago was
couple
in our
weeks-
chat
yeah.
asking why he wasn't a mod.
Yeah. So, I mean, they all show up, and if they're not in the chat, they're watching the fucking streams, you know, but they all pretend they don't. And then they can all pretend they don't know what we're talking about when other people bring it up. And Jay Dollar is another one that's just completely and totally full of shit. When Matthew Fowler showed up in War Campaign, I think it was War Campaign's Discord. Matthew Fowler doesn't use Discord. Anybody that knows Matthew Fowler knows that he doesn't use Discord. Remember we had talked to him to see if he did when we were
Yeah.
going to set up the stream. Instead, we ended up having, when he came on our stream once, we ended up having to talk to him in StreamYard,
Yeah.
a private chat, because he does not use Discord.
Yep. No, I 100%
But Jay Dollar
remember.
says everybody was in War Campaign's Discord. While he denies the fact that he had anything to do with War Campaign, Jay Dollar mysteriously knows everybody who came into the War Campaign Discord, even if he's lying about it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How does Jay Dollar know who all was in the War Campaign Discord if he had nothing to do with War Campaign? Anybody answer that?
I don't know. Those were good points, but then you mentioned them, Vicky, so.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth it.
Just not worth it.
But yes, Dark Gift was upset that Matthew Fowler, quote, lied about him being in our chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And that was worth like doing this whole fucking Matthew Fowler cope stream before they started chilling shit.
Yeah. Thomas Roy Loop says Dork Grift. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that one before, but Dork Grift sounds like a less functional version of Andy Worski, and that's saying something. That is low.
saying a lot. Yeah. That is kind of
God, hold your cig like that.
like a man.
He looks like somebody who smokes Virginia Slims when he holds his cigarettes like that.
Yeah.
It's like an old grandma. Shifter says, love that JDA. It is good.
It is good.
Let's see. IG Mars says at Thomas Roy Loop, don't make Dork Grift mad. You know he has a 3rd degree black belt in something. In fence sitting, so you're fine.
Yeah. It is getting splinters in his ass. He's used to that.
She needs a new voice. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Gee, thanks.
And Ali Sanguise needs a new brain.
Oof.
So let's go to the next clip, guys. Oh wait, this isn't really a clip. We're gonna be watching the Mandy Summers stream. I know. I'm sorry. But I wasn't gonna clip it. I wasn't gonna force myself to have to watch it. So now
instead we have to watch the fucking stream.
Yeah, now you all have to watch it with me. So fuck you guys. I want to say it was like
You didn't even set up the timestamp first?
no, I already knew it was 8 minutes. Because every time that you like make the source active again, it restarts. Yeah.
I love it.
Why would
I
you
love
do
it.
that?
It's a delicious, savory drink.
Is my accent. You know what I mean? Like, I could call my mom and be like, Mama, tell these people this is how I talk. But she's going to be like, why the hell are you calling me with this?
I like how she was
shit?
totally
I don't wanna be a
exaggerating her
part of this.
accent for this
So
stream, too.
that's what I don't know how to prove that this is how I talk. You guys, I'm from the South. This
Well,
is how we talk.
We all heard the video of you trying to sound like a New York person.
I did
From
good,
the Bronx.
didn't I?
Yeah, Mandy.
Did I not sound good though?
It was great.
I'm getting better.
This is painful.
It's the opposite. You sound ghetto.
It is a little
I don't know
painful.
if you sound ghetto ever.
You do not want this accent.
No, nobody does.
No.
And nobody wants to hear it either, Mandy. Shut up, please. For the love of God.
They should give me a part in a Southern movie at least. Horrible.
No,
that would be
mine's
horrible.
gonna be 100% music anyway. So
Yeah.
taters.
We're lazy. Horrible.
I got a lot of recording plugins.
Matter. They do. They don't get.
All right.
She is really upset about my breast. These right here, they really bother her. Like,
No, they
holy
don't.
shit. She is ass mad that I got tits. I get it.
They don't bother me.
I think they very much bother Dale. Just in a certain
They
sense.
definitely bother Dale, but they don't bother me.
Yeah. But what does bother us is your shitty voice.
They don't bother Dale. They
don't.
don't.
And your
Dale's
horse
okay
face.
with it. Why
I'm
can't
good.
Vicky? You know what I mean?
I wanted-
Dale's good.
I just have to keep explaining this, and I hate. It's like I say it on Twitter over and over. I've said it on stream a few times. I don't give a fuck if Mandy has tits. I don't give a fuck if Mandy goes out onto her streams wearing nothing but pasties and jiggling those things around. I don't care. What I care about and what bothers me, it doesn't anger me, but it's definitely a niggly thing in the Comicsgate sphere, is Mandy pretending that she's doing all of this on talent when it's all about her fucking tits. Right? Like, just admit that it's about the tits. You do Simpcast, for fuck's sake. Just be honest. Because Gemshock and Pirate Queen are perfect examples about how you didn't get through this on talent.
Yeah. All right.
With it. She is a nut job as a man.
But I am
She
drinking
is
out
nut
of
job.
a spaghetti sauce jar, so
So yeah,
take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, you're
Spaghetti
right. No,
sauce
so I
jar.
don't get it. I don't understand why she is so, because every time like her point is like debunked and she's sitting there looking like a fucking idiot, which happens often, it always goes back to she's shaking her tits. But y'all, she showed those foot pics. Don't think I don't see you, Dicky Vicky. You're out there trying to tease the boys with your fucking piggies. I know what you're up to. I've seen you licking my ankles. Ooh, aren't they sexy?
Yeah, there's a market for that, sure.
And I get it. I get why you can't possibly, do anything other than foot stuff. I get it. But don't be ass mad at us that do. You're over there doing piggy shit, and I don't come at you. I don't say nothing like, oh, Vicky, you're a dirty whore. You're a foot whore. I don't do that. Go tease the boys.
I don't think you've ever called her a dirty whore. I'll
No, I
say
have
it.
not.
Mandy, you're a horse-faced dirty whore.
I've never called her a dirty whore.
A horse-faced
I have
whore.
never even said she shouldn't be shaking her fucking titties to sell books.
Yeah.
I just said that, shaking your titties to sell a children's book when she first showed up was a bit much.
Yeah. Tits for tots, Vicky.
It's for talk.
With your dirty feet. I don't give a shit. That's on you and your ilk. You know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I don't understand why she always goes back to the fact I shake my boobs. I do. I got them. I'm going to shake the fuck out of them. And the more you bitch about it, the more I fucking shake. So that's just how that works.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep that foot. Well, I mean, she does take photos of her feet. If I'm a whore for this and that alone, she's a whore for showing her feet. I mean, you can't just, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You can't have it both ways. Because there's a whole group of men that are sitting there looking at feet like, you know what I mean?
I must have missed the point where I was trying to raise money with my feet.
Yeah. It's also gross.
Oh.
Feet are
There's
gross.
the same outcome. There's a guy
Only
looking,
feet.
going, you know what I mean? It's the same outcome. So now why are you trying to play? Don't play. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a thing, man.
It's a thing. It's a fucking thing,
And
right?
some guys like dirty feet.
Well, Vicky probably.
That's a subcategory.
I bet you Dale likes.
I mean, I like a good foot, but not.
Do they like swollen ankles?
Oh no, Dale likes.
Oh yeah,
dirty feet.
cankles.
Yeah. So she says this, right? Mandy is lying about the origins of the work she publishes.
CG
and claims
diversity
to have
higher,
created.
says Thomas.
All right. Now I say oof. But she comes back, oh, Shug, you missed the point entirely. This
She
book
says that a lot.
Oh,
because
Shug?
you missed
No,
my
she says
point
you
a
missed the
lot.
point. She says that a lot. I've noticed. That's a way of sort of correcting yourself, I guess.
Stupid.
That's dumbassery is what that is.
Yeah, okay. Well.
This book wasn't marketed by
Dale's
Mandy as
drinking his
being
piss jar.
recycled garbage. At no point did she even mention that it was an existing work. She's no better than Adam Post, except for the margins. I
don't know why it would be necessary to mention that.
But okay, wait, Vicky. Like, because I know you were about to interrupt, and I'm talking, Vicky. I'm talking. Anyway, sorry. No, but it's like I lost what I was gonna say. Thanks, Vicky, for interrupting. I guess you can go. Oh, Adam Post is not nearly as bad as what Mandy Summers is doing.
No.
She's blatantly stealing and then lying about it. Adam Post just he bought the properties. He just didn't tell people. And that's not, you know.
But he did credit them in the books.
Oh. Okay. Well, then there you go. What Mandy Summers is doing is way worse.
Way worse.
1,000,000 times worse.
I was being a little unkind to Adam Post in that tweet.
That was something done before.
Yeah, I apologize.
I don't know if it was that like why would
that.
you say it was an existing work unless somebody asked? Like nobody asked. So why would it doesn't matter.
I had fucking Peter Gilmore on Twitter telling me that this was all new, and then even fucking Dale sitting there on Mandy's stream. Well, nobody asked if it was an existing work. Why would you bother to say it was already out there unless somebody asked you if it was new or not? Really, D? Really? It's either it's an old book or it's a new book. But your Indiegogo should say it's new or it's old.
Yeah. Oh, without doubt.
I mean, bands put out remastered albums and CDs all the time.
This wasn't
and they
remastered,
tell you that
though.
That's what I mean, but people do re-release.
This wasn't.
They tell you on the fucking album cover, in the album title, somewhere, that they're remastering a CD. They tell you that shit. They don't just throw it out there like it's not like it's the exact same fucking one they put out 15 years ago.
Yeah. Thomas Royloop says, Mandy's above all this. She's just gonna trot away. That's great. Thanks, Thomas. We're just horse facing around.
This wasn't remastered. So, all right, let's respond. Let's go with what I responded. Sorry, you guys, my throat's going
But
dry.
she responded.
Let's
She
read
has
now.
been
Now,
blocked.
look, I want you guys to notice
Mhm.
the date on this tweet right here. Okay.
Here's what
This
is her problem, though.
She's an asshole. February.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got to give it to Horseface. She was right. You are an asshole.
I am an asshole.
And she's
I
a
prefer cunt.
and
but
she's an awful voiced horse face.
23rd, 2020. 3 years ago. You guys, this was before Pirate Queen even launched. Okay? Let's swing by the rumor mill and talk about Pirate Queen. The incredible Clint Holinsky. Hi, Clint. I see you in the chat, love bug. Created the world a couple of years ago and made a few issues. But ours for Indiegogo will have a new art with a whole new story by your girl. And we're super excited. So there is where I'm making a tweet.
Okay, pause for just a second.
Right.
Yes.
She's making a tweet saying that the book is in the world created by Clint Holinsky. That the book is written by Mandy fucking Summers and drawn by Clint Holinsky. She's not saying it is an old book of Clint Holinsky's, but it's from the world of.
Yes. And now
There's a huge fucking difference right there. And she chose her words in that tweet very fucking carefully when she made it 3 years ago. She's not saying what she's telling you she's saying in this tweet.
No. She's a horse-faced liar.
This IP was created by Clint, not by me. I never claimed to create Pirate Queen. Not one time did I say.
No, but you just
you wrote the fucking book.
Yeah, which now you're saying you didn't say.
I created Pirate Queen. I did create a new story that went in the book.
Because
we created new art for that was also.
And when you create a character, you say created by Mandy Summers.
Yes.
And you didn't say that. This is completely gone from that.
Yes. So all right. Now
Bubba Fett says, "Don't look a gift Mandy in the mouth." That is great.
She's saying, nobody ever claimed otherwise. All right, so here is where she said, written by Mandy Summers. This is all for the original.
Oh, come
Pirate
on,
Queen
Michael.
campaign.
That's great.
Written by Mandy Summers, Super Deadwart the Wizard, and art by Clint Holinsky. And let's see, with a bonus backup story telling the Pirate Queen's origin story, written and drawn by Clint Holinsky. 60 pages nonstop action. So there is where I say that there is an origin story in the book.
It's an accurate description.
Yeah, that was written and drawn
100%.
by Clint.
Right. So it's
I don't know
not,
where the confusion.
Once again, there's no fucking confusion. Like, I'm sorry, Dale. Nobody is fucking confused.
Well, I
except
feel
for
like
Mandy Simmons.
Dale is confused most of the time.
Dale, I'm sorry, Dale. You are confused.
Yeah.
You are confused.
Yay or nay, says Prawn Delarose.
She actually, what she says in this, as we read it, that it is written by Mandy Summers. This book, Pirate Queen, issue fucking 1 or whatever, whichever one this was, is written by Mandy Summers.
Yes.
Not a story. And the rest of the book is written by Clint. So Clint is getting credit for a bonus backup story that he already wrote, while she claims she's writing the rest of the book. But she's not. It's all a fucking lie. This is all just smoke and mirrors to sell books. It was she literally said all of this when she put it on the Indiegogo, was to sell books written by Mandy Summers. So she can get on stream, shake her titties, and do it some more when you EFAP this, Mandy, please. They really need the exercise. So she can go on stream, she can shake her titties, and she can sell books written by me, Mandy Summers. Because that's going to sell better than books written by Clint Holinsky. Not only that, it's going to sell better than recycled books already done by Clint Holinsky 10 years ago. It was like Maz and what's his name having Lady Alchemy as the front person for their comic.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
Big Daddy says, I hear a rumor Disney has cast Mandy in the new Seabiscuit sequel. You know it's true because it came from Doomcock. All right. That's
so
good.
there it is, you guys. That is on. You can go fact check all of this. It's on the original Pirate Queen campaign. You can go find
That's what
it.
I'm doing,
Where
sweetie.
I said, I'm
fact
pretty sure most of
checking.
you guys in the chat,
Pull it up.
you guys know me. You guys have been following me forever. You watch my YouTube, so you probably remember back when this was all going on. I was very,
But what Mandy doesn't know is that everybody watches her on mute. So they don't know. They don't.
very open with it. Very, very open with what was going on with this. But see, Vicky, her don't watch YouTube. Her didn't subscribe. Her didn't ring the bell for notifications. Vicky didn't do any of that, so she has no
because
fucking
I'm not
clue
a masochist
about any of this. She's just throwing shit out there like she does. All right, so here we go.
Yeah,
I want you guys
she's
to
missing
see this.
information for sure.
You can lead a Mandy to water, but you can't make her send a lewd. That was good.
Usually do not.
Apparently, all
dog
you have to do
stem.
is ask.
But I will for this, okay? This is on February the 27th, 2020, 3 years ago. Okay, I did get a bit detailed in the script, but please feel free to change and tweak stuff as you need to. Like, it clearly doesn't matter about specifics like the panel count per page and stuff. Or if it's not what you were looking for, I can get you a new one done properly. And please be honest. It won't hurt my feelings. I just want it to be awesome and to stack some paper. Can't wait to hear what you think. Emailing it to you now. This is the message I sent Clint back in February of 2020, where I am talking to him about the script that I wrote for Pirate Queen. I am sending it to him.
Story.
So over here,
Which she didn't make very clear in the description. Because
In
it
the
sounds like she wrote the book in the description.
Yeah,
And that is the
is
conflict.
where I emailed it to Clint. There it is. There's the attachment of the fucking script that I wrote that I sent over to Clint. Clint checked it out. He came back and said, your script is awesome. Really great. Loved it. I was a little nervous because I hadn't read it. These are all people that I had pissed off in the beginning war campaign gay-op from 3 years ago. The new shit started with Jim Shock, and they thought, well, it didn't work 3 years ago, but she's got other shit going on.
Yeah, that's what
Let's
it
try
is.
it again now. Now maybe they'll get her ass. These are all people that I had pissed off in the beginning, some way, form, or fashion.
To be fair, I get kind of pissed off having to listen to that
Listen
voice.
to Mandy. Yeah.
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 Whether it was I didn't let them control my YouTube channel, whether it was I ghosted them because they took videos of me in a back room, which now they claim to be nudes. They got the now collecting nudes. I'm sending nudes. That's because I'm a woman, and that's the only thing they got. Woman, whore, slut, whore.
Yeah, it's
That's all they got.
it says more about them than you.
So I want to. What the fuck is Gollum Court? Gollum Court is what we call any time you have to come to court for Vicky. This is Vicky is Gollum Court.
Yeah,
that's all it is. She's a lonely woman living in the fucking mountains, holding on to her precious. Coveting other people's precious. That's what's happening here. It's Gollum Court. That's
what she's doing. She's peeking out her window to see what her neighbors are doing all the time. Oh, look at the Petersons. What are they doing?
So I either live in the woods by myself, out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, according to Mandy, or I'm peeking in my neighbor's windows because they're right next door, according to Dale. They can't decide. But look, I don't bring up Mandy very often. On Twitter or on stream, because I really don't give a fuck what Mandy's doing. But this is different. This is Mandy literally stealing an IP from Tidal Wave, and Mandy lying to all of Comicsgate about having written a fucking book.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't piddly shit. This isn't like before, this what is Thomas saying?
No.
Oh,
Bubba Fett says, "Damn it, Vicky, get off your high, Mandy."
We have talked about Mandy a few times on stream, and it's always been some sort of conflict between Mandy and like other women in Comicsgate. You had the CG ladies and then the war campaign ladies that used to battle it out on YouTube, if any of you guys remember. And a lot of this stuff, a lot of people don't remember. They're talking, they have whole new audiences of people that weren't around for when the Mandy Kyle Ritter stuff happened.
Yeah.
They have no idea. So Mandy sits here and she takes two different stories and she mushes them together and she picks the details from only one of them. And only one of them was Cyborg Valkyrie and somebody else. I can't remember. Maybe Shay. I don't want to get that wrong, but I think it might have been, snapping pics backstage in StreamYards or whatever, or Google Hangouts, because Mandy used to sit there. She used to stream from her bed, and basically she was wearing her underwear. So like after they'd get like, shots of her like in her underwear, it was part of some stupid war campaign gay op, right? So she can sit there and she can talk about war campaign gay ops, and she's not completely lying. She's just not telling the whole fucking truth.
But she did lie.
But she did lie. What Matthew Fowler is talking about
Was the Kyle Ritter stuff.
It's the Kyle Ritter shit. And we all know he was talking about the Kyle Ritter shit. And for Ethan to have sat there on Ethan's stream and said, there's no sexual blackmail going on now. Yeah, he says there's none now. But Ethan knew what was going on with fucking Mandy and Kyle Ritter.
And we'll get into that in just a second. Are we going to continue on with this, or was that?
There was the costume design portion.
Come on, she doesn't have.
I know. I'm just. If you want to speak forward just a little bit,
she's there for at least no.
That's a good.
So she goes on.
I
to talk
am uncomfortable with it.
The actual design of the character, which is here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
With my book looking anything like that, I was unaware. You cannot search this book if you don't look.
You don't want
through
that.
The titles of the books he has.
You don't want that in your search history. No.
He doesn't include it in books he's done, probably because of the horrible fucking name. The name alone is so off-putting.
I think he thought it would. He thought it would get attention.
Oh, sorry.
Whoops, you killed it.
I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
That is the original thing that was done. I sent it over to Dale. That was what I had envisioned for.
Well, I actually really like that.
Thank you.
That picture is actually just Witchblade.
Kind of
that's what I went for. That's what
I don't know.
I didn't care.
Yeah, well, because she said that she didn't know.
Yeah.
But this is
a tweet from last year, from 2022.
Yeah.
Right? And she did know. Somebody told her. Somebody told her that Gemshock looked just like the character in Jailbait last year.
And she ignored it.
And her response was, that pedo porn book. She knew a year ago.
Yeah.
But that was when I was trying to give Dale, like, this is what I'm thinking. Now what do you think? So Dale came back with, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Dale came back with this,
with less clothes,
which was
Which is not a
absolutely
character design.
Oh my
Right, I remember.
God. So Dale came back with this. After I drew this, Dale gave me this. And I'm like, oh, I love it. So
But that's not really a design. That was
But
just
it's
a
not really
face.
designing. Yeah, and if you look, it's got more top on it, right, than she does now.
at the time, I was working with Mark Yoon.
Right.
So Mark Yoon took this, what Dale had done, I showed Mark Yoon. From this sketch right here, Mark came up with this. And you can find
So
this
Mark
on his
never sees the original sketch that Mandy had. He just goes, according to Mandy, he goes off of that headshot that Dale Keown did. And he comes up with this character.
Instagram. It's kind of blurry here.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing like the character in Gemshock.
It is on Mark Yoon's Instagram.
Yeah.
Time stamped. I mean, where
so he's
this,
but
he
she's
was the
claiming
first
that
one
Mark Yoon
to
is
draw
the guy that,
a full, you know what I mean?
Yeah, with
like
the thing going across
with,
the
yes, this was his.
collarbone.
Yes. Okay. The first one to draw a full, you know what I mean?
Yeah, with
like
the thing going across
with,
the
yes, this was his.
collarbone.
Yes. Okay. So I do not want to get into what happened with Mark Yoon. Dale and I both were kind of like about this design. And then at the same time, it was taking him forever.
Michael says, "Oh my God, Dale is a horse whisperer." Huh. Go figure.
To get me the work. Like I'm
What's
talking
up,
about like
Risey?
3 weeks to get this.
Hi, Risey.
So time was ticking, tick. And I needed to get the pre-launch page up. In comes Peter. Thank you, Peter, who said, holy shit, Mandy, you need art for your pre-launch page. Let me take a crack at it.
Here's the art. So
Peter drew me
we can go ahead and just go back just a little bit so we can see both the pictures, and we're going to stop letting her talk because this is just way too much. Okay. So we get you have a picture of this, right? Let's show that instead. I can't listen to her talk anymore. It hurts way too much.
I mean, we just have it on screen.
Okay, yeah. So you get Mandy's shitty sketch. Then you get Dale's cool looking portrait, which isn't actually a design for the costume. Then you get the guy she ended up not working with sketch of Gemshock, which is absolutely nothing like the sketch, which looks actually more like the sketch you get from Peter Gilmore. So Peter Gilmore gives a sketch that looks kind of like the one the Marco dude did, right? Then you end up with this sketch, well, doesn't even have any, that's just naked chick that Dale drew because he was drawing Mandy. So you get this girl eventually, which is Dale's cover, which, as you know, covers tend to be a little bit glamorized, right? They're not exactly always going to look exactly like the character does in the book. But it's still not a design. It's not the actual what it looks like between the pages of Gemshock. Not really. Then you get this art next to Dale's of fucking Clint Holinsky's Gemshock. And Clint Holinsky's Gemshock, which is the one that looks exactly like the Gemshock in the interiors of Mandy's book. They actually didn't use Dale's character design. They didn't use Marco's character design. They used Clint Holinsky's character design in the middle of Gemshock, which looks like Jailbait right here. So don't give me some bullshit story about how Dale Keown created the character design for Gemshock when he didn't. Because that's just bullshit. But it's a slick enough story. You know, she had her little presentation and she showed you how she did it. So obviously it must be true. Okay, it was so true It is so true that Clinton Helinski and Jailbait had nothing to do with the character design for Gemshock, that she's changing Gemshock's character design.
Yeah.
She's gonna change the color. They're gonna add some more shit to it. I didn't realize she had some dumbass idea. When I heard her explain this, I thought, oh my God. So her dumbass idea, which rivals Allie's, by the way,
No.
is Gemshock. Yeah.
No.
Gemshock is new to her powers. And because Gemshock is new to her powers, she doesn't have all of her costume yet because she doesn't have the power to manifest it. So that's why Gemshock is mostly naked in the book. Because she's just not powerful enough to give herself clothes.
That's not even close to as dumb as Allie's idea.
It's pretty fucking close.
No. Look, I'm all for dogging on the horse. But
Oof.
But it wasn't as bad or as stupid as Allie's idea.
Awful. That was just awful.
Not as awful as Allie's book idea. Not even close. Okay, so there was something talked about during that, and that was the Kyle Ritter stuff that she was blatantly she was trying to cover that up with the Valkyrie stuff. Not really naming anything, just this is a war campaign gay op. She doesn't collect nudes. She doesn't have nudes. But I call bullshit.
I called bullshit too.
And let's hear what Mandy had to say a couple years ago. Spoiler, she admits to having nudes.
Together, and that this is not good for Comicsgate in general.
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
like
It's not.
we can come to some type of agreement to
Can you
just
make it a little bit
de-escalate it and
Yeah.
walk away.
Well, that kind of depends on what's said, doesn't it? Really.
Well, that's the whole point, right? That's
Yeah.
the whole reason why-
Hail, Mandy.
So this
Hail,
is-
Mandy. How you doing?
I like the trotting sounds. That's beautiful.
Yeah, War Campaign added that. This was, I think, Gat put out this audio. This is from a Discord call, obviously. So you have Ro Kabir, Gat, Peter Gilmore, and Mandy Summers.
Yes.
Hi, Mandy.
This was the Mandy Ritter private ass, public ass tribunal.
Thanks for
y'all.
coming.
Hey, y'all.
No problem.
I don't know if
thanks
you
for
heard,
coming.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to attempt to kind of moderate this since I don't really have a race, horse in this race.
These videos that you made with some other third party, this has been circulating in the back channels of Comicsgate.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Okay. This kind of stuff can just give Comicsgate a black eye, and that's not what we wanted to do.
Absolutely.
So, let's just look at these screenshots of Kyle Ritter's tweets. Let's just read this real fast because it isn't. Yeah. Sorry, DMs. Well, actually, she did. I messaged her first, and then we talked. That led to romantic stuff that I fell in her trap, and etc. I've been told that she tried to use everyone to get what she wants. She took advantage of me. She knew I'm single somehow. She took advantage of me. So she took a screenshot of our conversation to make it look like I was that I had sexually harassed her to Ethan, and Ethan told me to leave her alone.
Did not.
Okay. It just makes everybody look bad. We said, I'm sorry. We said the same thing we say to everybody in this kind of position. We're not anybody's personal army. Leave us the fuck alone.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Mandy, it was complicated between me and Mandy. In fact, Mandy tried to get me fired by reporting to Ethan about me.
All right. We just didn't care. We didn't care. We didn't want to be involved. It's none of our concern. So that's been our tack since day one.
The
But
issue is that particular person that we are referring to has very PG-13 videos of me, whereas I have R-rated hardcore videos of him, and he is fucking terrified that I'm going to release him.
Because she's not going to be fucked around with anymore either.
Well, there you go. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Or Gilmore's, the jockeys.
No. She said it.
They both said it.
I mean, she said that she has the video, so she straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Horse face mouth.
See, there were no untoward videos at all, according to Mandy's live stream, according to her appearance on Ethan covering for Mandy. Oh, nothing like that's ever happened. When she went to Ethan about Kyle Ritter, we talked about this on stream, I don't know when, around the time that we may have even used this same fucking video. But yeah, this isn't new. Like when Mandy sits there and says for 3 years they've been talking about this, and yeah, bitch, for 3 years you've been lying about it.
Yeah, what I really like, and Morg points this out, I meant to point it out too, is that sounded like a threat at the time and still does now. Yeah, almost sounds like she planned on using it
for the specific purpose
as
of using it
blackmail?
as leverage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole. Kyle Ritter dipped off of fucking Twitter. This was February is when he quote had COVID. February 2021, I think. He dipped off of Twitter for a while, and that was probably about 3 or 4 months before this all broke. I think it broke in summer 2021. About the Mandy Kyle thing. Mandy had already gone to Ethan to complain about Kyle. And at the time, how I explained it is I thought Mandy was playing, this kind of game with Kyle. Kyle is Kyle. And he was a bit too much for Mandy. Instead of just getting flirtatious DMs where she could, string him along, instead he ends up eventually sending her this videotape of him in the shower sticking his vape pen up his ass. Right? I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit anymore. Fuck it. And so she ends up really upset, of course. And that's the point where you sit there and you go, fuck, man. How do I get myself into this shit? How do I get myself out of it? Because that's far more than most.
But no, I got to disagree with you. I 100% disagree with you because she has multiple video clips. So this continued on for some time.
It culminated in the shower video. I'm not saying there aren't others, but it culminated in the shower video. And eventually, the video that she did, one of the videos she had sent to Kyle, those DMs were Kyle explaining what was happening, and then he shared the video that she had sent him. And so Black Daddy had taken screenshots and used them in memes, and that was part of why this whole tribunal happened. It was actually the when does private ass become public ass, and Black Daddy was damn certain that it became public ass the minute somebody shared the pics. So yeah, this is all happened. It's documented. There's videos and tweets and live streams about all this stuff she's now denying ever happened. And girlfriend, you can't do that.
Yeah. Or can you? But
you can try.
So once again, I think we just got to play this back just a little bit. Mandy claims that she didn't collect any videos. She wasn't using videos for blackmail. But a couple years ago, the story at the time was that she did. Let's just listen.
Want to be involved. It's none of our concern. So that's been our tack since day one.
Yep.
But
the issue is that particular person that we are referring to has very PG-13 videos of me, whereas I have R-rated hardcore videos of him, and he is fucking terrified that I'm going to release him.
Because she's not going to be fucked around with anymore either.
Because she's not going to be fucked around with anymore. Sounds like a fucking threat.
Yeah. This was
And then
around
she
the
went to
time-
Ethan and used those to climb up the ladder.
To climb up, exactly.
And it worked.
It totally worked.
Yeah. I've never
She
seen a horse
cultivated-
climb a ladder.
She cultivated a relationship with Kyle Ritter where they were sharing lewds because she wanted him to color her fucking Wart the Wizard coloring, coloring book, her Wart the Wizard comic book. I'm sorry. The biggest selling point of the Wart the Wizard comic book was not going to be the Sunday Follies ashcan done by Dark Gift. It was going to be the coloring done by Kyle Ritter. That's the name that was going to get people into that fucking book.
Yeah. She holds Kyle's nudes close to her horse heart.
Not the best. Not
No,
one of
he
the
just
best
said
ones.
heart, but I added horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha, Comicsgate is nauseating. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much it, right?
I think so. I
Yeah,
don't-
Mandy, you
oh,
horse-faced liar, you bold
Mandy.
horse-faced liar.
Please.
Whore.
Do another Seethe stream. I do find them amusing. I may not listen, but I will read the transcript.
Hardcore videos.
Hardcore. Yeah, they were pretty, from what I understand, pretty gross.
Multiple videos. So it had happened for a while. And she was sending videos too that just weren't hardcore.
And I saw some photographs in the Pangea Discord that testify. Cider's probably still got him, Mandy. You should talk to him about it. That were definitely more than PG-13.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember those.
And they were
They were something.
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 So, those things do exist.
Yeah. So anyways,
all-
Mandy,
Yeah.
you lied. I gotcha.
And what she didn't manage to do throughout her entire stream, which I don't want to harp too hard on, but I do want to say that entire stream she did where she explained about how Clint Holinsky got credit for doing Pirate Queen and all that shit when he didn't. She never once showed which pages were the pages she did that she wrote. It was a 60-page book on Clint's Kickstarter. It was a 60-page book on the IGG. It had some bonus story that was a stretch goal. Maybe that's what she's talking about. But I don't know. Because
It's not specified.
Mandy didn't bother to show us.
No.
Because if she had, she would have had to show the book with the credit page that says written by Mandy Summer, art by Clint Holinsky. Because that's what's actually in the fucking Pirate Queen book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that's it for this one, guys. Yeah.
I think so.
Yay or nay? Did we do a good job, guys?
Oh, fucking hell, Dean.
Yay or nay?
I'm not participating in this one.
Yeah. It's a horse race. We're all just trying to win. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Have a great weekend.